chat? We are back. We are back from Streamer Games. I have been gone for almost a week. Well, not really. I've been gone from this setup for a week, but I was obviously co-streaming Streamer Games on the first and second, but I've been gone the last 4 days, and we're back now, chat. We have a lot of content to be made, a lot of stories to tell, and a lot of Streamer Games and other things to react to and talk about. The vlog's going to be its own thing, right? Aiden's chefing that up. What we're going to do today is I'm going to give you a little story time about some of the things, and then we're going to watch the Streamer Games events that I was in, okay? Maybe some of the other random ones as well, and then we're going to get into the regular shit. So, little rundown. I fly in, right? Here's the general play. I've never been to LA a day in my life. I've never really wanted to go to LA, and it's not that I despise it by any means because I'd never been, but there was no reason that I wanted to go, right? I think LA is kind of a hub for creation and everything, which is good, but it's never been an area that I would want to live in. And after being there for a week, I could continue to say that I would never live there. Do I like LA? Yeah, it was nice. Would I ever want to live there? No. Literally, no. No part of me would ever. There's so much. It's too much at times. Anyways, I don't know. I feel like East Coast, I've always been an East Coast guy. I think if I ever had to live in like Cali, I would live in like San Diego because it's more chill. But I just think like the vibe of New York or like New York, Philly, it's just better. Anyways, we heard you spilled your coffee on your hotel bed. How did you know that? Who did I say that to? I said that to somebody on stream. I think it might have been Martin. Yeah, I did spill my coffee on my hotel bed. All right, lock in, bro. Let me tell the story. Fuck. All right, so I land, and it's like 11 a.m. in LA, and I have literally nothing to do. I land, and I'm starving. I check into the hotel, and I just kind of start vlogging, and I'm like, I'm really hungry. I need to go get food. So I go to this bar, and the next day, Streamer Games. So this is Friday, which would be the last day in July, and the next day at like 10 a.m. is Streamer Games. But I'm like, you know, it's only like 11 a.m. Might as well have a drink. So I got like fried chicken and cornbread pancake. And then I crushed like 3 beers. I remember watching Jinxie stream in the fucking restaurant. And I was just kind of like stim maxing out. And I stumble out of there and I realized I'm kind of buzzed. So I'm like, all right, let me go on a little adventure to a dispensary. So I wander around, and I end up having the same problem I had in San Diego, where if you look up dispensary, the majority of them are like delivery services. And when you actually walk to the place itself, it's just like a fucking parking lot. So I end up finally finding an actual dispensary. I go in, I buy a bunch of edibles. I end up getting like 1,000 milligram tin. And as the lady's checking me out, she goes, "I love your videos, by the way." And I go, "Oh my God. I feel like a degenerate right now because I'm a little buzzed standing in a dispensary buying edibles at like probably 12:30 on like a Friday. And I'm only in LA for like 6 days. So like some like real bum shit, right? And so I go back, to the hotel and I fall asleep for like 4 hours. I fall asleep for like 4 hours, which is in hindsight probably a terrible play because I needed to be up early the next day. But I wake up. And it's like 7, it's like 5, it's like probably like 5 or 6 p.m. And I go get dinner and I come back. And as I come back, I see some of the international team. And it's Selbit and Enzo. And they're talking to each other. And then like the whole international team shows up. And I shake everybody's hand. I'm talking to them. And they're like, "We're actually going to get Korean barbecue if you want to come." And keep in mind, this is the part of the story that I haven't let on yet. 20 minutes prior, I had eaten an edible. And they're like, "We're going to get Korean barbecue." And I had just eaten. So I was like, "Oh, I just ate." But they're like, "No, come." I'm like, okay. So I end up like Ubering after because I had to go put shit down and I had a phone call. And I show up, or as I'm going, everywhere in LA, by the way, this is one of the things that I fucking hated about LA. You have to Uber everywhere. It's like, the city's huge, but it's not walkable. Like, it's not a walkable city. So everywhere you go, you have to, like, take a car or a taxi or, like, a Lime bike. You have to Uber everywhere. The transit sucks. The public transportation's terrible. So you have to Uber everywhere. And Ubering everywhere, it's like $70 an Uber. And it's just fucking stupid. It's not like, yeah, I understand before anybody says, you're a millionaire, by the way. I know I have the money for it. It's just dumb, right? It's like the way the city is set up is stupid. Like, one of the dumbest things was last day. I'll loop back in a second. The last day, I Ubered from my hotel to Santa Monica because I really wanted to see the boardwalk because it's the shit that's in fucking GTA, right? And I'm like, I need to see the beach in LA if I'm going to LA. Like, so I got to go to Santa Monica. I've been shopping a lot more online recently, specifically for two things, gold and stim toys. And both of those things I can get on the sponsor of today's video, Whatnot, the #1 live stream auctioning app. I'm also giving away $1,000, but more on that later. On Whatnot, you could literally buy, sell, or auction almost anything. Like, if I want to get a dog toy for Daisy, I could go on this specific woman's auction here, and she's selling a bunch of bully sticks and other things, and all you have to do is wait for them to put up the next product, and you could bid against your opponents to get it. Oh, it's already up. Oh my God, hold up. Bidding. Joey Bart winning that. Look at that crazy profile picture. Nurse Sarah, Andrew Woolley. Yeah, you're not winning these. I can tell you that right now. I'm going to win this. Thank you very much. Yeah, Joey Bart's winning that. Thank you very much. Joe Bart has won that specific auction. I will be seeing those bully sticks sometime soon. That's just an example, though. There's way more than dog toys. You can buy shoes, Pokemon cards, gold, like I am, stim toys, anything, video games, memorabilia, collector's items. It's endless. What I also do is say you can't find something that you're looking for specifically auction-wise. They have a products tab where people that aren't live still have things listed, and you're able to buy it. So if I want to get 2.5 grams of gold, I could just search this, find which one is priced in the range that I'm looking for, and get it instantly. Use my link or scan the QR code on screen to get $15 off your first purchase anywhere on the app. That means if I was getting the bully sticks that I just won for $22, those would have only been $7. Plus, if you follow me on Whatnot, you're automatically entered to win $1,000 in Whatnot credit, which could get you literally anything you want on the app. So make sure to click the link in the description or scan the QR code, download Whatnot, follow me, and get your first purchase. Thank you to Whatnot for sponsoring this video, and let's get back into it. So it's a 21-minute Uber from my hotel to Santa Monica, $65. Okay, you know, a little overpriced, but that's fine. I get there, I walk around. There's a lot of fat squirrels in LA, by the way. A lot of really fat, chubby squirrels in LA. I think they're kind of like pigeons in New York. They just have the life, you know, everything's handed to them. So I get there, I walk around in Santa Monica. I walk to the end. I go, this shit, they stole this shit from GTA, blah, blah, blah. Classic, you know, tourist joke. And then I leave, right? And I go, and at this point, this is the last day I'm there. I'll loop back to the first day. It's 4 p.m., and I have to meet Ben, my manager, and Vinny out at like 6, Vinny Hacker. And so I'm like, oh, I got enough time. It's a 21-minute Uber back. And I planned on doing a stupid vlog segment where I go to Erewhon, the most expensive grocery store. And so I'm like, I'll Uber to Erewhon, and then I'll Uber back to the hotel, review the Erewhon, and then go out, right? Keep in mind, hotel, Santa Monica, 21-minute Uber. Erewhon's in the middle. From Santa Monica to Erewhon was 45 minutes. Why? I don't know. I don't know if traffic kicked up. It's around 5 p.m. Don't know what happened. 45 minutes halfway back. 21 full there, 45 half back. $70 Uber. So I get in the Uber because I have no other choice. And I go and I walk into Erewhon. It's a rich people store. Shocker. It's literally what they say in the videos. Maybe a little overhyped, honestly. I buy a bunch of shit. I buy a rotisserie chicken. I buy all this other stuff I'm going to review. Blah, blah, blah. Sushi, all this other shit. So I get all this stuff. Then I call an Uber from Erewhon back to the hotel. $80. $80. So now I'm $150 one way back. And it was another 40 minutes. I get back, I review like 15 things from Erewhon in 10 minutes, shove my face full, put the rest in the corner. I end up eating a lot of it when I get back that night. But I had to speed run that shit. That's why LA traffic sucks. Back to the first day. I get invited to go out first day with the international people. Selbit, Enzo, and Ludwig and like 2 other people and the whole team basically. And they're all super nice. Probably the nicest team there, if I'm being honest. Really wholesome. 2 people from Australia. Enzo's from Nigeria. Salbut's from Portugal. And Etoile was there. He's from France. Really fun. I'm on an edible in the car on the way to this Korean barbecue place. And it's hitting. And I'm pretty high. And I'm going, fuck, I'm going to have like real conversations with these people that I've really like never talked to before outside of maybe Selbit. And there's not a language barrier, but they all have accents and I'm really high. So I show up and I sit down. We all talk. It ended up being fine. We ended up drinking soju as well. Ludwig shows up. We all talk about the events, blah, 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 what we want to do. End up leaving. And now it's like 11 p.m. And I have the option of either A, going back and going to sleep because I have to be up in 9 hours for streamer games, or I could meet Jinxie at I Pastel, a fancy Italian restaurant. So I go, well, I've never met Junko. Let's go meet Jinxie. So I get in a fucking other Uber and I show up at this Italian restaurant at probably 11:40 at night. And I walk in and let me tell you, Jinxie is exactly how he is on stream in person. It is legitimately it's not a character. He is word for word the same guy on and off stream, literally 1-to-1. There's nothing different. I show up, shake his hand. He's wearing, it's like a fancy Italian place. I sit down, I shake his hand, and we sit down. We're just like yapping, about streamer games and just like other shit in general. Waiter comes up. Keep in mind, the whole menu is in Italian. And then they have like under it what it is in English, right? So you would order the menu item in Italian and then under is English. I order a glass of wine. They have a glass of wine. The bread shows up. As the bread shows up, the waiter shows up to take our order. Jinxie dives into the bread, right? I take a piece of bread. He takes a piece of bread. He's about to order, but he goes 1 second to bite the piece of bread, and it's this hard French bread, right? Like the hard French bread. You know where the outside's like crust? He bites into it, and it's like a hockey puck. And he goes, and he like tears it off, and he starts laughing, and he spits some of it out. And then he's like 1 minute. So then I order instead first. Or we ends up needing a minute, and the waiter's just standing there like hovering over us. And his mouth's full of dry ass bread. And they go, what do you want? And Jinxie goes, I'll have the chicken pasta. And the waiter like holding a pen and paper goes, chicken pasta. Chicken pasta. Okay. And he's like, what pasta? He goes, I don't know. He goes, do you want it spicy? And he's like, no. And then they go white or red, blah, blah, blah. I end up just going, I'll have the same thing, just spicy and white instead of red. Like I didn't want like marinara sauce. And so he walks away. And in my head, I'm going, this waiter thinks we shouldn't be here. Like this. I'm wearing shorts and a graphic tee. And he's wearing like shorts and a regular t-shirt. And we're at like a nice restaurant where the waiter's wearing like basically a suit. And he ends up bringing it out. We end up eating. It was just really funny interaction. And then I end up going home, or not going home, going to the fucking hotel, passing out, waking up for streamer games. We show up, and on your guys' end, streamer games started at like 5 EST, 2 PST. We had to show up like 4 hours prior. So I'm there. We're doing like a run through of the event, how the games are going to work, what are the rules for like cameras and all this other stuff. And we end up getting our uniforms, our locker room, blah, 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 all this other stuff. So I'm there for like 4 hours before it starts. And I had eaten breakfast at like 9 a.m. I'm already hungry, and then the streamer games start. And it's the 100 meters. And I'll show that in a second. We'll talk about that in a minute. We're going to fast forward to the end of the first day. I'm going to get out these stories, and then we're going to watch the games. We're going to watch the games in a minute. I'll give my whole spiel on that in a second. Two things. Day one, there was a guy that streaked on the field and jumped in front of Ron as he had a bow and arrow. That guy was a fucking dork loser. I said outwardly in front of everybody, somebody should have jawed the piss out of him. I don't care that, you know, he wasn't harassing or like hurting anybody. You ran in front of streamers holding bow and arrows for your 20 viewer kick stream. You're a loser. Somebody should have hit your phone with a hammer. You pussy. He ended up getting banned on like every platform. It was just so stupid. Ron literally, these are like untrained streamers holding bow and arrows, like sharp arrows. And as Ron shoots it, this guy runs in front with his shirt off and just goes, woo! And he's holding his stupid Samsung Galaxy to his fucking chat. There's one guy in chat going, that's totally badass, dude. This will be a great clip. Yeah, this will be on Yak 6. This will go on Yak 6, dude. This will really skyrocket the career. Apparently, he was there like all day. Security next day was way more intense. Like, I'm talking like 10 times as many fucking people. Anyways. Also, second day, the whole crowd kept screaming at me to take my shirt off. I gotta say this. One last thing. Okay. Two more things, actually. Number one, crowd was awesome. Really appreciate the support from you guys. I did not expect that many people to be there and also be fans of me because it's in LA. I just assumed it would be like all LA like streamer fans. So thank you to everybody that popped out. I'm sorry I didn't take pictures with everybody. There was just a lot of people. Like last day, I just like ran by and high-fived everybody because there was a bunch of people that were like, dude, come take a picture outside at the end. I was like, brother, if I leave, 100 of you are going to surround me and it's going to be horrible. So I was like, fuck no. I like signed some people's stuff. There was one dude that had a Marcus Aurelius book that I signed, goated guy. I didn't even meet him. It was Tyler brought it to me and I signed it. I didn't even know where he was. I like handed some people like they give us like little trading cards. I gave people some of those and shit, but I tried to interact with like some of y'all, but yeah, no, I think like it would have been very overwhelming if I'd like gotten into the crowd to take photos. Have you seen the thirst traps of me? Yeah. That's why I didn't want to take my shirt off after. I don't dislike the thirst traps people are making of me, but I know that's why the people in the crowd were saying that. Because if I had taken my shirt off, it would have been worse. There would have been more. Do it right now. No. End of day one. Me, Martin, and Niz go out. Some of y'all might know Niz. Some of y'all might not. He streams. He knows a lot of people. Works with Maya and Alveus. Great guy. You know Martin, that Martin kid. Slushy Noobs. Hamza. That dynamic duo. Martin was there. So, me, Martin, and Niz end up going to get falafel after streamer games at a place called Z Falafel. It was like 9:30 or like 10 p.m. at night. We order. We sit down. It is me, Martin, Niz, parking lot. So we're talking, and we're just having a casual conversation about the day, blah, blah, blah. And Niz starts going, whoa. I'm like, what the fuck? So I turn, because I want to see what the hell he's talking about, because he's looking in the parking lot. And there's like a Mercedes, or it was a BMW or a Mercedes. I think it was a jet black Mercedes, with the driver's side door wide open, driving away. And off first glance, I'm going, oh, they just like hit a car in the parking lot or some shit. Then I look further, and Martin already told this story, I think, on their podcast. So you might have seen this. There's a grown-ass man viscerally choking this woman in the driver's seat with his hand on the steering wheel, like on top of her, like choking her. Bad. Like choking the fuck out of her. And so we all stand up, like rocket up, because we're like, what the fuck? We walk over, we're like, dude, Niz walks back because he already has his phone out. He walks back, tells the employees inside, because we were sitting outside on like the little patio area. He calls 911 instantly. And we're like, dude, what the fuck? Get out of the car. He stands up, gets out of the car. She gets out of the car. He's holding the keys. And he's like, she's trying to drive away with my fucking car. And we're like, dude, this looks bad. Like in the nicest possible way. This looks bad, right? We're going, we're sitting there screaming at the guy and we're going, okay, man, let her drive away. Call the cops on her. You know? Like, you can't. We're sitting there and I'm going, even if she was trying to steal your car, turns out we found out they were dating, by the way. So, like, he was acting like she was like some random woman stealing his car and he was like protecting himself. They were boyfriend and girlfriend, so it might have been his car, but she was in his car trying to drive away. I don't know if they had an argument or what, but yeah, he was like choking her. So we call the cops. They end up just like wrapping around the car, like pulling at each other for like 2-3 minutes. And Martin is like, not in their face, but Martin's like yelling at the guy. And I end up grabbing Martin and I go, they're fine right now, right? We should not step in. This guy might kill us, right? And Martin's like, yeah, we got to back up. Niz said the same thing. We go grab Martin because we're like, this guy might have a gun. We don't know what mindset this guy's under, who he is. We're like, the cops are on the way. They're out of the car. They're not punching each other. They're just holding each other. Like, leave it as is right now. Was he buff? Like prison tattoos? No. I mean, he was a big guy. I wasn't that close to him, though. So we're on the phone with the cops, and I'm like, I think they're drunk. And they're like, what makes you think that? And I'm like, it's a Saturday night in LA. We're by like 4 bars at the time. And they're arguing about leaving early. Like, clearly this is like an abusive relationship where they're like on and off, but like fully on and off. And in my head, Martin says this before I do. Martin's like, if they're doing this in public, their private relationship is horrible. How old were they? They were probably like 30. They were older than me. Like maybe like late 20s, early 30s. So we were like, yeah, if they're in public and they're fighting like this, it's got to be way worse. So the cops show up, and it's like one cop car. Dude gets out with the other cop, and then out of nowhere, like a movie scene, probably 12 police officers sprint at this guy. And he goes, shoot me. Doesn't resist, which was he says, shoot me, but then doesn't resist. Immediately just gets handcuffed. And they bring him to the cop car. They're talking to him. And as he's walking to the car, he like looks at us and goes like this. Like he's disappointed in us. And I'm like, what did you want us to do? Right? I'm like, regardless of whether or not you're in the right or the wrong, we saw both of you fighting. We have to call the police. Like, he like looked at us like he was like disappointed. So they arrest him. She runs away. Like, she's 4 blocks down in the parking lot, like walking away. And I'm like, and before the cops even showed up, they tried to leave. Like, both of them tried to leave. And we were like, you guys can't leave. This will be way worse if you leave. Like, you have to stay here. And we're telling them that because we're like, dude, we already called the cops. They have your license plate. If you leave, this is terrible. They go get her. And she comes back like 3 minutes later. They're talking to us. And they're like interviewing. They're like, what the hell happened? Blah, blah, blah. And we're kind of telling them our story. And they're like, would you like stay here for a bit, bro? We're like, we got to go. Like, we didn't plan on being at this fucking falafel shop for 9 hours, you know? I'm like, we've been here. And we're eating while this is happening. And my appetite's just ruined. Because like the food comes out as the cops show up. And I'm like, yeah, okay, maybe dinner and a show, but like, it's not a good one. They interview us. They end up, they need my ID, and he ends up reading my name. He goes, oh, I know you guys. And he's like, aren't you dead? I went, cold. LAPD officer hits me with the dead joke. Oof. He goes, aren't you dead? I'm like, oh. As we're talking, this is a GTA lobby, which is hilarious because this is literally LA. A man with a megaphone shows up out of nowhere and starts chirping the guy that got arrested. With a megaphone, like a big megaphone, out of nowhere. He was not here previously. Just walks up in the middle, I don't know if he walks around town with a megaphone. He shows up with a megaphone. He starts going, they got your ass, you fucking pussy, blah, blah, blah. The dude that's handcuffed is like, oh, fuck your mom or some shit, like some lame ass comeback. The dude with the megaphone goes, my mom's a fucking homeless heroin addict, so you'd be doing her a favor. And I wish right after he said that, I started recording, and then the cops told him to walk away. I wish I had this. Word for word, that's what he said. He was like, my mom's a homeless heroin addict, so you'd be doing her a favor or some shit. Like, good on you. And then, bro, it's like, literally felt like it was like GTA RP. Like, the least real thing that could have happened in that moment was that guy showing up with a megaphone and doing that. So we end up leaving, and streamer games next day. We end up finishing. I have no food in my stomach. We go out that night. I get really drunk, sloppy drunk potentially. We go sit outside of the bar. We're smoking a joint. Right when the joint gets finished, a dude in a Charger does a burnout in the middle of the intersection, drives away. As he drives away, an LAPD officer turns his lights on, and the dude floors it. And now I'm watching a police chase. And I'm going, this is back-to-back days. Is this normal in LA? And I turn and I look at Ludwig and I go, is this normal? And he goes, yeah. And I go, what the fuck? And I just walk back inside. I'm like, this is just, I'm seeing like a literal crime. Not like a crime like petty theft or something. Like, I'm watching like police chases and people get arrested every day. We're supposed to go to an after party after. And, well, it was the after party and then an after party. And I Uber there, and it's me, Selbit, and Wabe in the car. We show up. We're in a random neighborhood. It's pitch black. Turns out, in LA, there are multiple places with the same exact address, but different zip code. And I didn't know that. So it was like a blank, 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 this street, there's like 3 of them. And I Ubered to the wrong one, like 20, 30 minutes away. So I'm fucking hammered, and I go, I'm Ubering back. So I get back in an Uber. I'm like, I'm done. I'm not getting to this after party. About 20 minutes on the Uber ride back, wave of nausea hits me. And I go, I've said this, and I'll die on this fucking pedestal. I am never in my life throwing up in an Uber. Never. I will never be a person that throws up in a car, okay? Outside of maybe like car sickness, but I'm saying being too drunk. So I go, I eat this, right? So, I hit him with one of these. Heavy breathing type shit. Lock in of the century. Yes, Brady. We pull up. I don't throw up. I didn't eat the vomit. No, I didn't throw up in my mouth. That would be disgusting. We show up, get out of the car. I walk in to the hotel, go into the lobby bathroom, and instantly empty just straight liquid into the toilet. I walk out. I go, I said I'd never throw up in an Uber. Wash my hands, drink of water. I go, thank you, Selbit, for taking care of me. And then I go upstairs, and I fall asleep. I think part of the problem was I was drinking pretty heavily already, and I had no food in my stomach. I had 4 chicken wings. 5 chicken wings and like 5 french fries. And earlier on into the night, I sang One Last Breath by Creed, which kind of just set the tone. I was doing karaoke, and about like 20 minutes in, I sang One Last Breath, and that's usually a closer. So if I'm opening with a closer, that's just going to be, bad news. And then I woke up cripplingly hungover, recovered, did Mogul Money, and then I kind of bummed out, blah, blah, blah. That's the trip. Now let's watch streamer games. Yeah, we're going to bounce around. Chat, actually lock in. We're going to watch the whole 7.5-hour VOD of both days. Oh, my God. I think right after here, I talk. Yep.
Taylor is the captain off of Sin.
Oh, terrible hairdo. Oh, my God.
Seniority and also just team leadership from being.
Yeah, we did elect Tyler. For those of you that don't know, my team was me, Mari, Yana, Jinxie, and Tyler won. He asked who I think's going to win. And chat, I had met Enzo the night previously, the Nigerian international player. This motherfucker says he runs for fun. He chases tires down the road when he was a kid, and he plays soccer all the time. And I go, I'm losing this race. So that was about how I knew that would go. So let's go to the actual fucking race, which was probably the most chopped 100 meters to start out.
Joe Buck into it, right back down to shows. Look at his muscles. Damn. Come on. He's ready to go. So reputations are on the line on the 100-meter dash, the signature event of the
Yo, Jason and Suku, yo, those two should have been instant dequalified from this race and watched, or disqualified.
Summer Olympics. Who is going to reign supreme?
What is his name too? Renenzo from
Let's slow this down.
Nigeria. Announcement I've ever heard, but we're gonna go down to the field with stands.
Wait. Just listen. Just listen. Just listen and watch. Just listen and watch. I just want to, just to prove a point.
And he's gonna call this one off. Let's go.
Go! It's almost like that was like a false start by by everyone.
That was the most aura in announcement I've ever heard, but we're gonna go down to the field with stands, and he's gonna call this one off. Let's go.
Go! Jason runs into my lane instantly. I had to move him out of the way. You'll see it in the top down. Also, I'm so slow, dude. I'm so slow. God, it's just like a fucking sack of mud through the fucking... Dude, I literally said I felt like I was dragging mud. Bad. I just start jogging at the end. Suku finishes in like lane 4 when he started in lane 9. Or lane 8.
Jason Louise, Sable Ronaldo, Lydia Violin, finally, Sakura.
I need the replay. Show the replay.
Talk to me.
Oh my God, Zoil, I love you. What's up, bro? Here it is. Watch this. Jason instantly... Jason doesn't understand that you don't run a curved start. So Jason thinks this is his lane when this is his lane. You see how he's running the curve in a straight?
Might have been.
In my lane. In my lane. They're in each other's lanes. They're in each other's lanes. What's happening?
A possible far
Zuku hitting a jersey slide.
start. Here's the overhead cam.
As a Frenchman, hitting a jersey
You
slide
see it right now.
across every lane in the track.
There's a
I think Enzo's the only guy that stayed in his lane
running
all
a lot
race.
of lane merging here.
And we finish. And I know at the end, I literally say this. I go, and I need this to be known. I appreciate everybody going, Joe only lost because of the false starts. No. Before we even ran the second race, for those of you that don't know, we had to run this again because of this, because they couldn't DQ everybody, because then only 2 people would have gotten points. I knew I was getting second. Enzo was gapping me. Regardless of Jason's standing in front of me, Enzo is 0.5 seconds faster than me, objectively. He would beat me in a 100 meters probably 98 times out of 100, unless I had a perfect start. So, I literally walk up to Stans, who is the head coach, and I go, give Enzo 1, me 2, and make everybody else rerun it. And they're like, no, you all have to rerun it. I go, the same thing's going to happen. And I'm not sitting here wanting Enzo to get DQ'd. I go, everyone should have gotten DQ'd, but I understand the point of, like, you can't do that because this isn't just a regular track meet. So we end up having to rerun it at the second half. And then we go to musical chairs. Now, musical chairs was like death, dude. This is the hottest day in LA. We have our hands on our head. I just ran the 1, and I'm dehydrated at this point. And we're just wandering around chairs. And part of the, I guess, I was right here. I like faked people out, and I didn't even mean to do it. There was like a pause in the music, and I half sat down. Or I didn't even sit. I went like this to sit, and then I think it was Lydia Violet and Mr. Keem right next to me sat, and then stood up, and I went, because Ludwig was like, we never even went over the rules. He was like, if you sat when the music didn't stop, you're out. And I was like, I didn't sit down. And so I pointed at them. It was right. Wait, I don't know if they do the replay. This game mode was like torture, by the way. Musical chairs was actually my least favorite event. Bro, where am I out? No, I'm still in. When the fuck did I pump fake people? Was it that late into musical chairs? I feel like it was like round 3. I was right here. Look. Look right at the top here.
Walking.
I didn't know.
Jason, we're walking.
So I fake, and 3 of them instant sit down, and everyone goes to sit. So it was like actually like 6 people. I was the first one to lean for it. I didn't even know. Like, people were like, oh, Joe meant to do that. I did not mean to do that shit. I actually thought the music, because there's a pause in the music.
We're walking.
Look at that fast reaction time, though. Peep this.
Jason, we're walking.
I thought the doon would have been it cutting. So I go, oh, the music didn't stop. And then Keem sits in my chair. And then they all got out. I ratted on them Insta.
DQ'd. You're DQ'd if you sat. You are DQ'd if you sat. You're DQ'd if you sat. If you sat on the chair before.
Bro, Lydia looks at me and she's like, I'm snitching on you. I was like, you're not. I was like, you're getting out. I was like, the instant replay. I was like, y'all are cooked.
Before the music ended, you are out. Now, hey, guys, I would love to do honor system, but if you're going to make my refs go through the VOD, we will.
There was so many people that sat, though. And then I ended up immediately getting out. I'm standing next to like Nicewig and somebody else. Who else was I standing next to? Oh, and Selbit. It was me, Selbit, and Nicewig, and I'm like, one of us is getting out here, and it was me. So I end up shitting the bed on musical chairs. Then what happens? Oh, then it's paper airplane toss. I wasn't in this event. The funny thing though was I'm standing next to Jinxie. And I'm watching paper airplane toss. And Cutie's up like on the line and she has like a flag to measure the wind. And Jinxie's like, I heard Cutie was folding paper for like 7 hours for this event. And I turn to him and I'm like, I hope she nosedives this airplane right now. And it instant crashes. And then Agent literally builds just basically a snowball, cheeses the system, throws it, and wins. Or like gets really far, which was funny. Then what? Oh, then it was halftime show back to the 100, which was just straight ass. Okay, also, I'm not eating the head of lettuce, and here's why. The race was scuffed off rip, and also, watch, I start jogging at the end. I'm saying this right now. I said it to my chat. I literally typed in my chat during the streamer games, even though I was co-streaming, I said, I'm not eating that fucking head of lettuce. I don't give a fuck. I ran a 12-2. I had no spikes, no starting blocks, and I started jogging at the end, and it was the second 100 of the day. I'm not a scammer. That's fair.
Audience, are you ready?
Any second, dude, he fucks it up here. Watch. Wait, look at the start. Bro, he got straight. No, it was loud too. Everybody was just fucking booing.
I sold so hard. Oh my God. Great practice, everyone. Hurry. Audience, all right. Competitors, ready. And we're off.
I had to explain this to Jason too. Like, while we're running, I'm going, dude, while we're lined up here, he goes, no, you're in this lane. I go, Jason, look at the, and I'm going like this. If you watch the VOD, I'm like, look at your fucking number. I go, you're running straight. Why are you running the curve? And he's like, no, he literally, if I didn't tell him, he would have done it again.
Sorry. Audience, are you ready? Repeat.
I jog at the end. Right here, I start slowing down.
Red line cross. It's Enzo. It's Joe Bart.
Because I was not catching his ass. But I also was definitively getting second.
Third.
Why, though? Because why would you keep running? Second place finish. They end up doing archery. Do they show? Wait, did you guys see on the main broadcast the guy that ran in front? I don't know if they showed that. Like, maybe only the IRL streams they showed it. I feel like it was, like, way later into archery, though. It was, like, near the end of it. They might have cut it out. It was just right there? Yeah, I think they cut it in the VOD, probably. Oh, I think that might have been him, like, laying on top of the guy. I don't know. It was stupid, though. Probably better that they cut it out. Oh, my God, crate stack. I'm actually skipping over this. Crate stack, our team was doomed. I gotta say this. Hindsight 2020, there's a lot of events I would have switched up. I think me and Jinxie shouldn't have done half and half, which we'll get to in a minute. On day 2, me and him shit the bed. I think Yana and Mari probably would have had steadier hands. I think Tyler and me should have done bull riding. I think Jinxie could have done crate stack, and it just would have been our throwaway event instead. There was nobody on our team that would have been good at crate stack, okay? Maya had, like, the perfect setup for crate stack. So did Martin. It's just like, bro, you have somebody on your team that's literally 5 feet tall. It's like, you're golden. 5 feet tall, good balance. Oh, instant win. This event took like 2 hours. They just had to stack crates as high as they could without falling. Tyler did well. Tyler ended up cutting the shit out of his hand. I don't know if they showed that either. He had to go to the med tent. Get it like all wrapped up. He had like 5 band-aids on his fucking hands. I don't know what happened. I think when he slipped, he like cut his hand on one of the crates. And then it was volleyball. I don't know where our game is. France, Mexico. That's UK. Volleyball, we had some good plays, but I did get a little aggravated.
All you have to do, bro. It's it over. Yana receives it. Joe Bart hits it back. And a bag.
Yo, I gotta say this. The most basic flick back. Like, the most basic flick back I think ever. And people were like, why weren't you hyped up? I'm like, I can't hype myself up for that. I'm like, that is, like, I saw some people making edits. They were like, greatest volley. I'm like, bro. I was like, this is like regular gym volleyball. Like, I was like, when my team has the ball, I face my team, and then I'm going to hit it behind me. I was like, it's not. And I saw some people, okay, there was one thing during PKs when spoiler alert, I miss a shot. Mari holds up her hand for a high five, and there were people editing my peripheral view on whether or not I recognized Mari held up a hand for a high five, and I dubbed it. I would have high-fived Mari if I had saw that Mari held up a hand to high five. Just because it was in my vision doesn't mean I consciously recognized she was doing that. I had my sunglasses that I was putting down, and I was just pissed off looking in another direction. I wasn't focused on that. I didn't mean to. She held up her hand, and I walked past her, and I feel bad. But people were like, Joe's such a dickhead. Fucking annoying. Or after volleyball, or not volleyball, after dodgeball, people were like, Joe's acting like he's exhausted. I was. I smoke and drink more than the average person, probably. I don't do cardio. It was 90 degrees outside. I'm dehydrated and I'm nervous. Yeah, I was exhausted. Yes, throwing 5 dodgeballs made me tired. Anyways, I think we win this game.
3-1.
I love volleyball, though. I was talking to Tyler One, and he agreed with me. He was like, bro, we should do... I know you have to have individual events and, like, meme events because, obviously, it's, like, an entertaining streamer tournament. I just wish there was, like... Next year, he should just do way more bracketed team shit. Do more dodgeball. Do more volleyball. Do more PKs, right? Like, I think that shit's so much more fun where you're, like, getting your whole team involved and you're kind of, like, working a rotation. It's just, like, you could play into your strengths better on any team. Like, you see how we're staggered. Like, they're, like, how every team sets up is based off how they play. Oh, this was the good rally.
Nice.
Yeah, Jinxie heads it, and everybody freaks out, and then he just only kept heading the ball.
What the hell was that? Oh my God, it's still alive! What is happening? This is amazing! It's the greatest rally I've ever seen! Diana wins it! Holy shit!
It was a good volley. I think there should have been way more team events. Like volleyball and dodgeball were unbiasedly the most entertaining events. No, you're definitely right. I think get rid of crate stack. Get rid of crate stack or minimize it in some way. That event, no joke, took 2 hours. That event was because it was like 8-minute rounds and it was bracketed. It just took too long. It took 1 hour and 30 minutes. Yeah, it was fun. I think if I cut one event, it would be that. I think bull riding was really entertaining. I think Cuber Toss is just fun. The 100, yeah, you just keep that because it's like, you know, the starting event. You know what I honestly want to say? Get rid of the duo events. Make it solo and squad. Cut out half and half and cut out crate stack. Add instead 2 squad events. Maybe that's bias from me. Jinxie's in chat. Bro, I read his chat just now. I was going to say, maybe that's biased because me and Jinxie got fucking 7th in half and half. But I just feel like it would have been basketball. Oh, hell no. No, if we had to do, like, pickup basketball, I would suck so much ass at that.
Canada off of Jinxie's header. I'm out of breath.
Tug of war, unfair. Can't do it.
It's 2-4.
You can't do tug of war. You can't do tug of war when you have streamers that vary in height and weight from 5 foot to 6'9", 100 pounds to 300 pounds. Like you could do kickball. You could do, but the problem with kickball is kickball would take fucking 4 hours. You couldn't do a bracket of kickball. Cornhole. Make cornhole 2s. Oh! If you added cornhole, I think I literally would have been like one of those, like pro cornhole tourney, edits. I genuinely would have sung 4 of them. Ping pong. Bro, I really want to do this, and I know it's unsponsorable. I want to do a far less professional, far less sponsorable version of streamer games. I literally do it with my friends every year. We call it Beer Olympics. Just do Beer Olympics. Have pong, have fucking cornhole, have relay races, but just have it all around drinking. Maybe get a fucking alcohol sponsor and just run the event. Problem is, you can't really stream that shit because it's like unsafe consumption of alcohol, you know? All right, we end up winning that game. I think we lose. Yeah, we lose against All-Stars because Nicewig was just fucking nutty at it, bro. Literally gigantic. This guy's huge.
4th place team world.
We win against Worldwide. Nothing crazy. There was a crash out moment Joe Bart had where Jinxie, I think this was during the All-Stars game. It was Jinxie and Mari kept having balls land directly between them. Like somebody just kept placing them. I think it might have been KDB. And they wouldn't go for it. And I did get a little upset. But I wasn't mad at them. I was mad that we were losing.
Tyler with the walk-up. Goes to Enzo. Enzo sets it over.
Even though the athletic events are the most unfair, they were the most entertaining. I don't think volleyball and dodgeball are unfair. Bro, you want to hear my take? Bro, okay. That's how volleyball goes. Blah, blah, blah. Yap, yap, yap. That was day 1. You want to hear my shit about dodgeball? We'll actually move forward about dodgeball. The problem with dodgeball, and the reason it was quote-unquote unfair, is because people... Oh, wait. Hold up. We got to watch Martin bull ride real quick. Martin fucking locked
has
in.
a chance of redemption. All right. 3.
I really wish I did this event. I feel like I would have held on pretty well.
2. 1.
Like, looking back at it.
Go! For Team Canada. Never know what the bowl is going to do. It's all about anticipating and reacting. Being loose. Letting the hat fly. Look at the confidence from Martin. Well, Martin's doing amazing. Martin could break the record. Martin breaks the record. 25, he's still going. Wow, I can't believe it.
It's just, bro, also, they had to keep spraying it down because it was so hot. Like, it's a jet black bull in LA heat in the sun, and it's dry. Like, this shit, bro, like, they were like, yeah, it's burning my legs. I was like, holy fuck. So, they end up, I think it was, oh, God, we have to show half and half before dodgeball. Me and Jinxie had probably the worst play of all time. This is it. Oh, God. We had to cut these stupid soaps, and we wanted to cut down this faucet, but we drug the knife way too far left. If you don't know half and half, you have to cut the half you have to cut one object in half so both sides weigh the same amount.
We use the holder here, and what are you thinking? Like, we're gonna have to, you gotta think, like, if we cut it like that.
Bro, it's just so hard to see.
You could, looks, no, you go a little this way.
Still have
Oh, God, that looks bad even looking at it now. I think I had bad comms there. I think Jinxie was totally in the right now, and I think I was telling him to go the opposite way that he should have. I also was being an idiot, and I was telling him to go the opposite direction that I was looking. So, like, if I wanted him to go my right, I should have told him to go left. And I was saying the opposite, because I'm just telling him that from my perspective, go this way. Yeah, no, I actually think I sold this event, like, being totally honest.
Wait. You go a little this way.
No, that was
Yeah,
bad.
ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
The cut has been made.
I don't.
Right after. Literally, I go, I don't.
Yeah, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
The cut has been made.
I don't know.
Yo, that, like, right after you've cut it, bro, you look at it and you're like, oh, it's fucked. It's so over.
That looks.
Blades up, gentlemen. Blades up.
That looks real bad.
For you guys to move on,
That looks real bad.
the difference between these two needs to be less than 9 grams. Jinxie, you want to tell me, do you think this is less than 9 gram difference?
No, I think this one's heavier.
No, I think I was right. I think part of the comms was I was telling him to go left, but he had to go right. But I'm telling him my direction.
By far.
Doesn't look good. Maybe it's 8 grams?
All right. Well,
It was like 20 grams or something.
let's do your small piece first. If this is 42 grams or less, you will tie or beat, okay? The last place, second to last place team. 33 grams for the first one. Second one,
51.
51 grams. That is a 18-gram difference between the two. Gentlemen, do you want to keep these as souvenirs?
No. Absolutely not.
So currently in last place is Team USA,
Bro,
followed by the alumni.
we needed.
And congratulations,
We needed-
Team France. You are safe
When I kept
moving on
going
to the
left-
next round.
Bro, the disappointment I feel looking at that, dude, me and Jinxie just kind of like sat on the turf in silence for like 10 minutes. Bro, because I forgot that I was mic'd up. And I was just trying to talk to Jinxie about what we should have done.
So it seems like friendship alone is not enough to guarantee synergy in this challenge.
And we thought we got dead last. I remember right after this, Tyler walks up and I go, on God, we win dodgeball. I was like, I carry dodgeball. And so I half redeemed myself. Oh, fucking Simon Says. Oh, this is the halftime, Simon Says. I could rant about Simon Says for about 9 hours, if I'm being totally honest. That game pissed me off so much. Oh, I got out off rep because I tried to catch a ball like a fucking dumbass, but I did throw a piss missile. Hold up.
Team USA, we ready? All right, ready? Go!
It's a border war. Mexico
I should have grabbed both.
versus
You're out, our
Did Yana get it? Yana didn't get the ball. I did that second game where you go for 2 at once.
States.
You cross the line, you're out. You're out, you're out. I had one rule, you're out.
God, no.
It's crazy how often it happens.
I can't believe it.
Wait, hold up. This is the strategy, right? This is the strategy. I'm going for Benji. I'm side-eyeing Benji, but my eyes are locked on Danny, so Benji doesn't chat. This is literally gym dodgeball tech, okay? If you're ever in a dodgeball game, this is what you do. You look at someone, and they think you're going for them, and then just fucking
He warns
rip
them.
it.
This is a matchup that could easily
Bang, dart.
take place in finals.
Benji, you're out.
Oh,
Because they can't if you're looking at them, they'll react faster.
was that Joe?
Yeah, it's just snake eyes, but you can't do it too much because then they'll expect it. So then sometimes you gotta do the opposite and just throw it out who you're looking at. But then I tried to catch
That could easily take place.
the ball that was like tossed up.
Benji, you're out.
Oh, was that Joe?
Like I dive for it and it just like grazes my fingertip.
Joe, you're out.
Joe drops it. He unloads a curving shot to get out. One of them.
See, that's the problem. Like how Jinxie's throwing the ball there. The foam balls are I kept telling them this. The foam balls are too light that if you throw them overhand like a baseball, it'll just dart and hit the ground. You have to sidewind a dodgeball. You have to throw it fully sideways
Mexican players.
and then curve it.
Okay, right now, America.
You're out.
Oh, nice throw.
Tonka.
See, like how Yana threw it there, bro. Everybody was doing that. I feel like it was genuinely like 70% of teams that were overhanding the ball and it would just nail the ground. And I'm like, there's just not enough weight to overhand the ball.
Got an arm on it.
Tonka T.
Is it frozen?
Right.
It was passed from a teammate, so they're not out. America takes a 4-2 lead against the Mexican team. This is a massive battle because Mexico currently sits
Yo, so nervous for this, by the way. I don't know why nobody else was. Maybe it's just because I'm really competitive. And I think some people were annoyed at how competitive I was being during some events to where, like, I wouldn't really react if we won. I was just like, all right, let's go next. Is because my heart was pounding. Like, being in any game, in any competitive scenario where there's a 3-2-1 go makes me so fucking nervous. And it's like hot as shit outside and I'm freaking out. It's a comp game. Who cares about being competitive or not? Well, there were some people that were saying I was being like a douchebag because I was being too competitive. But I don't know. I mean, I was talking to a lot of people that like helped run the event. And they were like, you need that mixture. Because it's like, bro, if you don't have competitive players, then people just fuck around the whole time and it's not fun to watch. If the commentators can't commentate a competitive game because everybody's just being lax, cheating, or just being like clip farmy, it's just not as fun. Like, if it were up to me, I'd have it be literally full competitive. Like no, like full comms, like we're in a fucking CS lobby. Like, I understand that it's like half and half and paper airplane, bro. There's points on the line, you know? What was funny is we're doing PKs, and Tyler one's like, there's money on the line, right? And I'm like, he goes, what? He's like, why are we fucking here? What are we here for? I'm like, well, it's just like a competitive match. He's like, oh, this is fucking stupid.
An awesome country.
Then he goes, they had a confessional booth. That was like literally like a 1x1 like booth that you could go talk to a camera that was constantly recording in. And he just disappears for like 20 minutes.
That doesn't do anything bad. Dude, Jinxie has hundreds.
That was unlucky. Like, he went for Jinxie, and Jinxie dodges, and then it hits Mari.
Eyes. Do you see
Are you
this?
out? Badly needed that. We won't see them again.
Tyler catches. We win that. Oh, wait. There it is.
A tricky throw. I didn't even know where that was going.
Oh, dude, I hit Mr. Keem straight in the fucking nuts here. It was classic.
Oh! Did it bounce off the hand?
I think it was just air.
No, I think
Fumi's out.
Fumi's out. It did bounce off the hand. All right, they're calling for it. Oh, Joe Ball with the deflection. He blocks it off the ball. Big with the catch.
Wardrobe is out. Jason Lewin is out.
Hot mic pickup.
I think Jason's walking off that field with a limp.
They did start feeding me balls, which really helped. So I would just always have one in my hand. And then you don't even really need to dodge. You just straight to flat.
Right now.
Yeah, that one got him.
I know it's when he's on this side.
2v5.
2v5. The Juggernaut still stands.
Oh my God, Gear getting the barrage.
A ballerina spin, but she's still standing. Picking up a ball or two, ready to reload.
The end with Mexico's team was so annoying. Oh, I was getting mad. Oh, you're talking about the first game where it was a 1v5 and we were in Ludwig's like, yo, at 5 minutes we had more balls. I'm like, bro, give her 20 seconds. If you're in a 1v5, you shouldn't be able to just wander back and forth for like 3 minutes. Like, you either do, like, because you're going to get out, right? Like, why wait for more balls? Because then you're just giving them a chance to have deflections. What I've seen people do in like 1v5s, just give them balls. Hope you catch, right? It's like, because I get you not wanting to, if you have all the balls, they have none, throwing one's scary, because it's like, if you don't know how to throw very well either, they could just catch you. But like, just give them 3 balls then, and then throw one. Or there was one where they were whispering to each other, and I knew what they were going to do. Where you just throw a ball in the air, and they go for a catch, and as they go for a catch, you just whip it at them.
You know, I think that it's fine.
Oh, wait. Oh.
Tonka with a foot shot. Ref says no. Ref says play on.
Okay, play on.
No, ref says out.
Oh, Tonka T out.
Bro, I feel like that had to almost graze his shoulder.
A little bit of a wild throw, some wild pitches here.
Sometimes when there's 4
Watch clips after. Clips will be in the vlog.
combatants, you just kind of aim between 2 and hope it curves into one.
Well, I think Joe Bart has the right idea, too. You're looking at one person, you're aiming at one person, and you whip it towards somebody else. It's the ultimate art of deception, Pete.
He's great at it. Look at him. Oh, wait. Did that hit the ball?
Oh, right here. Oh, my God. Wait, this. Oh, dude, look at that. Look at this form, chat. Holy Shohei Ohtani. Oh, my God. No self-glaze here, chat. This is probably an exit speed of, what, 130 miles an hour? No.
Through the leg.
It really didn't hit him that fast. And it's a foam ball. Like, there's no way it hurt.
Here you're in a 1v4.
And then gives him the double bird. The man is not lacking confidence. And then
Got a hit.
She VAR'd that, too. She VAR'd that. She was like, that didn't hit me. I'm like, that shit hit you square in the back. What are we talking about? Like, you see it deflect.
confidence. And then
Got a hit. Here you are out. That is game.
bang!
Would you like to call?
She's
We have.
Wait.
You can talk.
I feel like it was a clear hit, Pete.
It was so fast she might not have felt it.
Now, just to clarify, if you win this VAR, you're in a 1v4 still.
I'm so confused. Joe
have a
Bart hit her
replay.
on the numbers.
No VAR call.
No VAR.
Okay,
We're
here's
gonna
the
call this
replay.
one
The
like
call
it
stands
is.
in the field.
That's a hit on the back.
It's a
Now, you guys are still in the third place bracket, by the way.
Yeah, like
I'm
it
not-
changed
Team
its
USA
spin.
going to the finals.
Oh, wait, hold up. This is the strategy, bro. Look. She's going. I remember them. They're staring me down. And, oh, my God, what is her name? Cocote? Am I saying that right? They're talking, and Agent's like, I'm going to go for this one. And she's like, well, I'm not going to go for that one. So she goes for this. And I'm like, I'm grabbing both of those motherfuckers.
Go!
Cocotte.
And it's on.
Yo, watch. Ooh, double.
War.
Double
Canada
nothing.
versus the United States.
Cocotte cross the line. Cocotte's out.
Cocotte.
Okay.
She did cross the line going for the ball.
It is
Cocotte.
what it is. Cocotte.
Agent MVP versus Joe Dart. He's knocked out 8 competitors in 2 rounds. Is he going to add another
I did not. I got 8 people out.
notch to his belt?
Agent, you are out.
Agent.
That's a quick 3v5. One from technical and one from a barrage. And Tonk is caught.
Tyler calling out Dantes live on the field.
He said it's you, bro. You play Heckram like dog shit. You're always ruining my fucking lane.
Right now, we're going with the strata throw every single ball at Joe as he runs out of bounds. No hits yet. USA 5 standing united against a fractured Canada. First place on the line.
Martin, you are out.
Martin gets
Tyler 1, you are out.
out.
2v4, I like that. I like Sakura going for that sneaky one.
Joe Dart strikes
Wow, this is like the first time I'm like rewatching the footage of this.
again, but Tonka
Dantes, you are out. What a throw from Yana for the game.
and
Joe misses, point blank.
Joe had an opportune strike and he misses. 4v1.
4v1 for Sakura.
Mari loading one up.
Here comes Sakura. She's going to talk for a little bit of advice.
Bro, but like, why are the teams not telling, bro, every time it would be a girl in a 1v4 and they're not, what is he telling her right now? Throw it sideways. That's what I'd be saying. Throw it sideways. Whip it sideways. Because they always throw it overhand and she throws a pop right in the air and I just catch it.
Nice. This is an important strategy. Hug the ball, but keep your enemies closer. Here she's ready to uncork a laser. Ooh, nice dodge. All right, now it's a revenge match. How is the USA going to play it? Joe calling for it.
Joe Bart with the ball, looking for the kill shot.
Ice water in his veins. They're
Joe Bart.
and here it goes.
Bro, I'm like barely missing.
Just a bit outside.
He probably said aim for the girls. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like in that moment, I'm pretty sure I said that Martin said that she was going to throw one up and then throw one at us. Because that's what I would have done.
Sakura bounces it
One
off.
more chance for Joe to be a hero for USA.
I'm like exhausted here, by the way, bro. If I had a heart rate monitor on, I'm probably at like 180. And I've moved maybe like 10 feet in this game.
The crowd on its feet.
I remember my left ass cheek was just cramping.
Well,
Yep.
some of them.
Can't see him, but yep.
Sakura, shades on. The moment isn't too bright. Her versus Joe. A battle for the ages. Canada versus United States. Who's gonna take it? The ground is out.
Bring your crosshair up.
Ooh, inches away. Jinxie with the fake.
That's game! USA wins 5-0.
Bro, and there's people. No, I gotta say this. I'm not somebody that jumps around and celebrates as well. So, like, I'm happy here. I'm also tired, but I'm not, like, aura farming. I'm just not somebody that, like, runs and jumps around. Like, if you watch the entirety of the 2 days, like, if we win, I'm like, oh, awesome.
0. It's a sweep of Team
Like, I'm smiling. I'm not being like, oh, I need to be nonchalant right now.
Canada.
Did that say where does Darth Maul get his shoes from? I didn't see most of the signs in the crowd. I remember I saw one that said something about the hills. And I was like, ah, brutal. Oh, this fucking thing, dude. Simon Says is just impossible.
Down. These guys are very good.
I get out,
is
like,
up,
right
Summit
here.
is down, Summit is hips, Summit is belly, Summit is hips, Summit is belly, Summit is nose, Summit is ears, Summit is run, Summit is stop, hands up, Summit is hands up, hands down. You move.
Yo, our whole team is like, we're not winning this event. What do we do? This shit was terrible, bro. Dude, he spams saying Simon Says up, Simon Says down, Simon Says ears, Simon Says lean, Simon Says this. I'm like, dude, I can't keep up. And I'm trying to do it quickly. So we end up getting in the losers bracket of this. And we go far. And I VAR this, right? Hold up. I want to see.
You were snow.
Rewind. When it's me, Suku, and him. Bro, oh my god. This shit got me so heated. Just watch.
Summit is up, Summit is down, Summit is nose. Summit is belly, Summit is nose, Summit is belly, Summit is nose, Summit is belly, Summit is shoulders. Opposite shoulder, Summit is opposite shoulder, Summit is tap, Summit is stop. Hands up, hands up.
He's still tapping, so he's
We
out.
stop tapping, you're out.
He starts tapping. Connor starts tapping.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Connor, and I'm going, you're tapping. You're out. And he's like, no, I'm not. And I go, VAR. I go, I'm calling that shit on you. If you don't get out here, he immediately gets out after.
Yeah. No, I just called him. Yes. Yeah,
Dude, and Steve hated our team. My whole team was just pissed off the whole time.
Too much tapping. Too much tapping. No, I didn't do that. No. All right, you can do anything after. Summit says hands up, Summit says hands down. All right, let's go. Summit says head, Summit says belly, Summit says shoulders, Summit says nose, hands up. Now you're out. Summit says hands up, Summit says hands down, Summit says lean forward, stand up straight, Summit says stand up straight, hands up, Summit says hands up, hands down, Summit says hands down. Let's wait.
There was a helicopter. Oh my god. Okay, I want to hear y'all's take on this.
You can hear clearly. All right, here we go. Summit is up, Summit is down, Summit is run, Summit is run, Summit is stop, Summit is give me a big jump. Woo!
I don't know. The only reason I called VAR on this, by the way, I called VAR that France should have been out here. It's really close. It's really close. I think it's fair to say that they're still in hindsight. The reason I called it, I didn't even know, is because I walk out and Team Canada's like, you got to call VAR on that. And I'm like, what happened? And they were like, she didn't stop running. And, you know, I get that it's like, all right, you know, he didn't call the next thing.
Summit is up, Summit is down, Summit is run, Summit is run, Summit is stop, Summit is give me a big jump. Woo! That's it.
She did wait a while. She did wait a while.
Summit is up, Summit is down, Summit is run, Summit is run, Summit is
Simon says
stop, Summit is give me a
Simon
big
says
jump.
stop. She probably jumped like 4. She did like 4 more steps.
That's it. Hands up, Summit is down, Summit is run, Summit is run, Summit is stop, Summit is give me a big
Yeah, he did say because after he said it doesn't count until I say the next thing. but she's still running as he says the next Simon. So I was like, I don't know.
Jump. Woo! That's it. Hands up. Hands up. You moved her out.
I did move.
Simon says hands up.
Look at this guy. No! Oh my God, is that the Hills sign? That motherfucker's the one holding the Hills sign. Yeah, Joe Bart Hills. Right there. There's two of them.
Simon says hands down. Simon says separate. Simon says face each other. Simon says shake hands. Simon says hands down. Face me, please. Face me. Face me. Nice. Simon says face me. And here we go. Simon says up. Simon says down. Simon says up.
The funny part was what I called VAR, Etoile, who was doing like casting for the French team. Very nice guy. Love him. He's been in Block Wars tournaments with me. He's like, Joe, there's a language barrier. I'm like, bro, there was way harder comms than Simon says stop. I go, stop signs in France are in English. And what's VAR? It's just like a review. Like they would re-review it because I wanted to get a higher place because if she got out, I would have gotten like another point or two.
Simon says down. Simon says nose. Simon says shoulder. Simon says nose. Simon says shoulder. Simon says nose. Simon says tap. Simon says tap. Hands up. Hands up. We stop tapping. You're still tapping.
It is funny. Bro, wait. I got to show the one of Jinxie. The one of Jinxie where he just unknowingly just fucking puts his hands up. Oh, my God. Yo, Jinxie literally goes, this is not for me.
Oh, this counts. You ready? All right, here we go. Woo! Simon says hands on head. Simon says hips. Simon says belly. Simon says shoulders. Simon says opposite shoulders. Simon says opposite elbows. Simon says tap. Simon says stop. Hands up.
Yo, just like so clean too. Like when most people fail, they're like, he says hands up, and halfway into putting your hands up, you go, oh fuck. He just like fully does it and doesn't realize that he's out. That is so fucking funny. I don't get it. You said hands up. You have to say Simon says. You don't do what he says unless he says Simon says. Oh my God, I fucking full whiff my first shot here. This is like disgusting. Oh, I go here. I leaned back too much.
Arky, you ready?
I needed to lean forward and it would have been fine. And I just fucking go right over the crossbar. Bro, and here's where I feel so bad. Here's where I feel so bad. I'm shaking my head, and I'm looking at Jinxie and Lays, and Mari puts her hand up, and I air it. I air it. I don't see it, and then I put my glasses on. I feel so bad. Mari, I'm sorry if you see this. Mari, I'm sorry.
It's now opportunity for
I aired the high five. I didn't see the high five.
Mexico to tie it.
You're left-footed? Yeah, I ended up scoring the second one. Which was way later. I didn't even know this was a bracket, by the way. Like, I thought we were done. Like, after we lost there, I was like, oh, we're just done. And then we kept playing. Oh, wait, I don't even think I shoot here. I think they all score. I shoot against Worldwide, which is way here. Oh, my God, this is bad. I think Jinxie had to give him 500 subs for that. Or some crazy shit.
Oh my God! The aura farm of the century! Fakes out!
Right off the bar. Or the post.
Jinxie! Jinxie watches it go in. And I know he's going to be watching that clip a lot later, because I'm sure his chat's going to be sending it to him. International.
I remember after every PK game, he's like, all right, let's open the rabbit hole. And he would pull out his phone to read chat.
Ties it up 1-1. Joe Bart up to kick.
Bro, this is what I need. I was like, I just got to lean forward. Like, if I'd done that the first game, bro, we at least would have gone OT. It didn't even matter, though. That was like a fucking 6th place game or some shit. Or like 5th place game.
It's all fun and games for Enzo, but he hasn't been great in goal today. Let's one go.
Yeah, because that time I wasn't leaning
by
too
Joe
much.
Bark. Great kick by Joe Top.
A little late. Yeah, I mean, it was a little slow, too. Like, it could have been a quicker ball. And I think he did just react late. But yeah, that was the games. First place was worldwide overall. I think then it was All-Stars and then Mexico, right? Yeah, worldwide All-Stars, Mexico, Alumni, Canada, France, U.S. 7th place. It really, bro, half and half fucking screwed us. Half and half, Simon Says. Half and half, Simon Says, and bull riding, we got fucking 7th, 7th, 7th. 7th, 7th, 7th. Yeesh. That's what screwed us. UK was ass. Yeah, UK was the worst team by far. It wasn't close. Every other team was like mildly similar. Like, dude, 4th through 6th tied. And 2nd and 3rd actually tied. How do they give All-Stars 2nd? What was that off of? Just better PK score like last game? Because they both got 65 points. How did All-Stars get 2nd place? Oh, they had the most wins. More first places. Okay. All right, yo, lock in. This is a video about me.